Read the Jordan Peterson tweets that caused the College of Psychologists to get complaints. Jordan Peterson, a Canadian psychologist and cultural commentator, has faced a number of complaints through the Ontario College of Psychologists. The complaints against Peterson have stemmed from his social media posts suggesting that a world population of 9.5 billion is sustainable and his support for the Freedom Convoy protests in Ottawa in February 2022. One of the criticisms leveled towards Peterson was a remark he made in response to someone on social media who raised the issue of overpopulation endangering the ecosystem. "You're welcome to leave at any time," Peterson tweeted in response. The complaint asserted that this was a suicide incentive and went against their moral principles and recommended practices. Peterson responded to the accusation by saying he would just not invest the hours and days required to undergo the tremendously stressful procedure necessary to reply to this formally. An additional grievance centered on Peterson's tweets regarding the Children's Aid Society of Ottawa, which had advised parents who might be detained during the Freedom Convoy protests to make sure their kids were well cared for. Peterson tweeted in response, "Exactly why? By precisely who? Sent exactly where? And for precisely how long? Since psychologists are required to report cases of child abuse or neglect to the authorities," the lawsuit contended that these comments called into question the public's confidence in Peterson's judgment in that capacity. Peterson's presence on the Joe Rogan podcast, where he made a variety of remarks on subjects outside of his areas of expertise, such as the environment, nuclear power, ornithology, the rusting of Japanese vehicles, and the usage of monkeys in research, was also the subject of multiple complaints. An individual who filed a complaint claimed to be appalled by Peterson's actions and the impunity with which he shared his opinions on these matters. Trudeau, Butts, and Poilievre. Gerald Butts and Peterson had a contentious interaction in February 2022 during which the psychologist referred to Butts as a stunningly corrupt and incendiary moron. Butts retaliated by threatening legal action. Peterson tweets "You're also a prick" in one of his now deleted messages. This led a Twitter user to DM the Ontario College of Psychologists with the question of whether Peterson's tweets adhere to rules of professional conduct. Other tweets that are presumed to have been of concern to the complainants are also included in the paper Peterson posted. Among these are his claim that Trudeau is a puppet, and a retweet of Pierre Poilievre, leader of the Conservative Party, in which Poilievre calls for the reopening of businesses and Peterson urges people to remove the damn masks and the foolish regulations and get on with life. A Sports Illustrated plus-size model Yumi Nu was featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated's swimsuit issue in May. Peterson commented, "I'm sorry. It was claimed that such images are cynical manipulation by the oh-so-virtuous politically correct and that they are not beautiful." It also made an attempt to claim that there has been a conscious progressive attempt to manipulate and retool the notion of beauty, reliant on the idiot philosophy that such preferences are learned. Peterson was banned from Twitter in June 2022 for breaking the site's prohibition against hate speech. Peterson said that Elliot Page recently had her breasts removed by a criminal physician in a tweet that has since been deleted.